Hello everyone, Praise Scooter here, and welcome back to more Fire Emblem Warriors. Last time we finished the last history mode map. That is oddly enough a full stop. Because I did a little bit of research between last episode and this one, and I was like, okay, hero challenge. That I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing so I don't get it wrong. So, hero challenge, from what I can piece up really quick in like a quick 2-minute search, is this wasn't in the base game, but in a free update to the game, not DLC, a free update to the game, this was added to give additional content, fill in some gaps and stuff in some of the some characters' scrolls, weapon scrolls or things of that sort, and also Master Seal gaps, I'm fairly certain. So, long story short, this kind of fills in any gaps in true 100% completion of the base game. So this technically is like post game, which is why we got so many rewards for clearing all battles, S rank, clearing all history moment, all that stuff. That's why we got all those things last time, because technically at launch that was all that was planned, and then a little more came out, and a little more came out, and then we started getting DLC. And I'm rambling on. Let's go ahead and finally head into Hero Challenge.
Let's get in there! To victory!
Watch those reckless attacks.
I won't lose!
So reading into this, it's basically there's a bunch of battles here that, stuff for everybody, more or less. More battles become available, but a lot of the battles that are here are just what they are. As you clear chapters in the main story and possibly even some of the other history mode maps, more things will unlock. So, Heroes Challenge is a map that you could probably check in on once you're close to about halfway through the game and see what's going on here. Basically, roughly the point it shows up in history mode to begin with. Now, again, at this point, we don't have to. Well, I'm gonna double thumb through some of these, even though I just got them looking because I was focused on talking and not on reading. At this point, we're just going to go off and do battles. More battles may show up. But, yeah, no, I don't got anything else prophetic to add to it. So, Hero Challenge may be a really quick thing, and we may jump into the DLC without me giving me the time to plan any extraneous, bonus maps to dive into. That being said, I'm allowed to use whatever characters I want. And with that also being said, I'm also going to use the power of my stand. The power of the 4 characters I've kind of locked in. Which means I do need to get rid of Anna. I kind of forgot who was basically my main star unit.
Of course. Yes. Onward.
So this stuff may go. This stuff, considering there's no Anna's Mementos, all these maps, we may be able to get 3, 4, possibly even 5 of these done in a day, depending upon how rough it gets. Or the game may turn around in due time and be like, hey, no, back up, try again from the start, and just remind me that, yeah, this is supposed to be difficult in some aspects at some point.
The mission started.
But I will kind of try and speed through because, as I said last time, I'm kind of debating if I want to see if I can push through so I can not confuse my Muso Fighter games with each other and just play my games in a casual manner. Speaking of casual matter, a casual 500. And I'm gonna go chase down those enemies. But at the end of the day, we are still aiming for that S rank. 2,000 KOs, less than 80% damage received, typically, and just the normal guidelines for a lot of these history mode maps. There. And a lot of these maps may look almost similar to the timed onslaughts or the timed onslaughts maps, where basically I just take a character, shove them into a battle scenario, or shove them into the enemies and defeat them as quick as possible, and just run away. And I am once again getting I'm once again getting distracted by things on the side monitor. Now, I don't know if this is going to paint the exact picture we are looking at here. I don't know if this little preview we're on at the moment is going to paint a full-on picture of what to expect from this series of battles. But this may go even faster because I don't think there's going to be a lot of, you know, opposing enemies, so to say. Like, I should say opposing enemies. There's not going to be a lot of notable characters, you know. Just off the top. No Xander, no Ryoma, no Camilla, no Lynn, no Lind. Well, Lynn won't happen because this is not technically part of DLC. A lot of these maps are just going to be in-out done for the most part. For the most part. I imagine as we get further into this and, you know, where the game thought we would come back and check on this for story purposes, we'll catch up to what we're actually doing. We might see some more notable faces in all this. And a thief has appeared to steal my goods and wares and services. Oh, there you are. I just wanted to get rid of you. I am blocked off. Tiki, are you chasing them down? Because I would appreciate if you would go chase them down. Anyway, I don't know if I'll do like a tour de force where I just show off multiple characters and have them just go to town. Or if I'm just stick to the 1 or 2 characters that can really just bulldoze a map in 2 minutes flat and call it good at that. Hi, Thief. There we go. Do you drop a key? I don't see a key on my HUD. Ah, nah, it's just money. Well, I saw a thief and I had the inner monologue moment of, hey, wait, if I can just go finish. Never mind. I had the inner monologue moment to myself, just like, well, if I defeat the thief, am I going to get a key that'll kind of fill in those empty spaces I keep talking about? But we are very much in the early parts of this map, so there's a high chance we won't see any of those missing gap pieces of armory and whatnot for a little bit yet still. Oh, they're dead. Okay. All right, open up. All right. Anyway, open up the other base. Please open up the other base. Well, the captains are dead, so I'm gonna start flying to the enemy base. Okay, advance on me. Attempt to strike me down. You won't. You shan't. You shan't. You can't. And above all else, omae wa mou shinderu. I think I mastered pretty well last episode, but I should probably do my normal thing and apologize for how my voice sounds. I have done nothing but sleep this entire weekend, barring like enough time to wake up, some days work out, eat a meal, sometimes and possibly a snack, and then go right back to bed. I've just been a tired lad all damn weekend.
Well done. Daily training yields success.
And warrior gift? I'm actually gonna break the flow and look up exactly what that means. I'm gonna break up the flow and see exactly what warrior gift means.
Choose your weapon.
I just have to remember what that was on. Was that on a lance? Yes, it was.
I think not.
Fine, I'll do it this way.
Choose your weapon.
Just something that's open. I just want to see what the hell warrior gift is. Oh! Huh. Neat. I'll forget what that is in due time and sell it by accident. I almost guarantee that.
Come back again.
Well, we're just going to keep doing laps around this place until the game suddenly just drops an entire onslaught of enemies on top of us. Because I don't imagine this is going to keep going in this exact... I don't imagine it's going to go in this exact, you know, pattern of fight faceless enemy 379, move on to the next map for the entirety of the time we're here. I highly doubt that is what's going to happen. And I'm just going to keep the core squad. I like how they have bows here. I can't even remember. Like, I literally just picked the map, and I and admittedly editing, I also forget to check it out, and I have to double back on footage like about 5 seconds. But I didn't even look and see like what the character on the map was. I just went in. I want to say it was a bow unit, but I also want to say it was a Monarchy that I selected to body on the map screen. Anyway, still the same. Yeah, still the same everything. Yeah, it's ours, and we're gonna go ahead and do some flips in the middle of the desert. Just keep moving. I don't know, man. It almost feels kind of like if this was a if I had played this game shortly after it came out and didn't stream it all and had to reset my brain for all this to make or have to take a 10-year hiatus from playing this to kind of reset the slate, so to say, I would feel like, you know, playing this for YouTube, this would be upsetting because I would be like, oh man, the game is almost over, and I had to look on the left, make sure I didn't like randomly. I had to look on the left to make sure I didn't randomly have a DLC character in my ranks. I do have one actually, so it would be Camilla. So in place of Minerva, I probably would have Camilla. Just being honest, because I would be like, oh, what? It's like, oh, I want a character that just goes fast, and I would look up things on lines like, oh, Minerva does, or Camilla does this weird slant move I like, and it's pretty fast. And then I would get upset. It's just like, but that means I have to use Camilla. And me not having played Fire Emblem when at this time, Fates, I guess, whatever, Fates. When Fates was the big thing, or the 3DS games were the big thing, you know, I'd be like, oh, but I've played as Camilla. Oh, God, I don't want to play as the sex object. I don't want to. And I would just be like, you know, I'll just suffer. I'll go get somebody. I'll stick with Lissa and suffer. I don't care about going fast anymore. Which, I guess it kind of turns around and just like, because I have complained about, oh, I can just go finish the map. Never mind. Well, whatever. I'm going to get this. I guess not complain. Sorry, Lynn, I'm doing this. And whoever this is, they're gone too. Alright, cool enough. But yeah, in time, you know, people, it's been kind of spoon-fed me through one means or another that, you know, what Camilla's character is like in the end. And, you know, it's not so much that she's very much the Jessica Rabbit of the series of, she's not a bad person, she is just designed that way. She's actually a very caring person who just cares a little too much about her siblings and her allies, just a little too much. Just a lot much.
Mission complete.
Yeah, Camilla was very much released in the time of the world where haha funny boob joke was the peak of anime funny. Anyway, hello Captain, bye Captain. So, that little sub-story aside, other than having possibly Camilla or Lissa in place of Minerva right now, I would be complaining like, man, the map's almost, man, this whole playthrough's almost over, and this kind of goes out in a whimper. I still have ideas for bonus episodes, but those will be very far in the future at this point. It won't be today or anytime soon. It won't be anytime soon because we very much have a lot more to go through. Still.
I can see you're the reckless type.
I'll take you on. Let's do this.
I will in due time, but I'm going to fight every other nameless character first. But yeah, like I said, let's see. So I'm just looking to see who has what. Chaos Dragon's Jewel. Interesting. Nope, nothing really high and worrying to really worry about. That great sentence structure on my end, by the by. So yeah, basically, I think Hero's Challenge would show up. So, you know, for somebody who's just like, I want something different, you would come to the Hero Challenge map here, and be like, okay, well, let me go through this, and then that's about the time you cleared the Hoshido Nor section of the story mode, and so they would show up at this point. Oh, 7 minutes, just go crazy? Sure. But yeah, that would be what would happen here is Hoshido Nor would show up, and then you would go dummy nutty on him.
Mission started.
And then, you know, God, I can't help. You know, we'll do, what you call it, in a little bit here. We'll get through a couple more of these fights, and suddenly the characters from Shadow Dragon are going to show up as characters. Navarre is part of the cast that is featured in Shadow Dragon, yada yada. So like we'll definitely see Navarre, even though he is DLC. He won't be like play, you know, that whole spiel. Well, he might just appear as a character, but he might not have like a model to fight, so to say. And then we'll get a little further, and suddenly, who else would show up? I guess the other like you know, hero of the game in question would start showing up, and then we'll go a little bit further, and we'll probably see the unlockable characters. Anna may show up here. Like I gotta parse this. Anna, Lynn, and Celica would show up here, and then we have to fight those. You know, let's just go dummy. Like I feel I'm fairly confident we can hit 2K before anything. We have to worry about a damn thing. Yeah, we're already almost at 900. Well, that and I can defeat key enemies by just flipping, so I'm not too worried. Ah, you withstood my assault several times over. Actually, you know what? Fine. You get the brunt of the damage now. Thank you. Oh, there's actual heroes here. I guess I lied to you. I didn't think there would be actual heroes on this map yet, but I guess there are. Oh, turn north. I defeated Dagron. Come here. Oh, that didn't work out at all. Oh gosh. But yeah, then we'll get like those unlockable, you know, the player characters will probably show up, the unlockable characters that come from other history mode maps, and then probably like not even as a tease like how you control these, like the big bads will probably show up and just because they were part like focal points of the history mode maps, just hit you with the arrogant fools. You dare challenge me in my home turf, or something stupid like that. Basically, it's gonna be the all-star mode of this game before DLC happen. We're gonna get hit with the everyone is here. Though I do not hold any. I don't have any confirmations. Like I could really just go over to my main profile that I played the game on and go look at maps. Like, okay, well, what all drops from these characters, so I can decide. So I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. I still have a feeling that we're going to go fast enough through this, but we might be able to finish off the hero challenge map before week's end. Like I'm not any amount of worried about. I'm not, unless they really start piling it on and thick and heavy. I have no delusions that we won't finish all of this before the end of this week. If not, we'll get really close to finishing it all. But also keep in mind, you know, this is not DLC yet. We're still not in DLC, but this is a post-game launch update. So it'll be kind of interesting what they cooked up as a free title update kind of thing to this game. I guess this map isn't a bad grinding spot either. Well, mine's the giant enemy that can withstand all kinds of blows. You know, if I'm not too worried about who I bring into these maps, I might just stick Takumi on in a spot just so we can grind up Fujin Yumi, so I don't have to actively focus on grinding it up. And I will say, as tempting as it is for me, like, you know, get done with this, go into my personal playthrough, look at all the characters here to kind of give myself a sneak peek of what was here when I initially played the game for myself. I think I'm just gonna be just as surprised as the rest of you guys who've never played this particular entry in the series, or this game in general. All I know is, like, for maps coming up is... I'm trying to think of the grid layout in my head. I think it's 24. The illustrations, there's 24. There's 24 illustrations, so each map is going to have, you know, it's going to have its own little self-contained story revolving around one of the DLC characters and nobody else. It's going to have 3 missions total on the entire map that are going to have Anna's Mementos on it. And then we'll come back for alternate reality stuff that will give us the scroll for that character's unique weapon and a scroll for a base game character's weapon. Yeah, secondary scrolls. More unleashing, by the way. And then, all-out attack, you says. Going to key targets, I says. Very little care in my mind, I says. The lights are on, but nobody's home at this moment. Alright. Now we'll run backwards and just chase on everybody. Tiki, are you having fun? I hope you're having fun, Tiki. Oh, they respawn. Well, whatever. I'll just go back to the cluster. It's fine. So yeah, there is going to come a point pretty damn soon where, you know, depending upon how it all goes, like, in my head, I'm thinking, oh yeah, the DLC maps, like, we're going to have 1 or 2 really hard maps I'm going to struggle with after they do the alternate timeline stuff at the end. But there's a good chance it's just going to be, you know, 1 week per DLC map, I think. Maybe less. I think it's kind of rounding out today's video. It's something I have parsed. You know, I've already talked about. Hey, do you want to watch me play? Do you want to watch me play the original Hyrule Warriors? Because I haven't touched that yet. What, you know, when I'm out here, also saying I'm gonna play Age of Imprisonment pretty soon. But yeah, you know, talking about playing Age of Imprisonment, but like, there's so many other Musou fighting games that I could play that like I've got in the back of my head because like there's a couple standard Musou fighter games that kind of follows the traditional formula, you know, the traditional 3 kingdoms formula. There's only 3 weapon types and maybe one weird offshoot in the entire cast. But then I'm also thinking about a handful of other ones that I own that would be kind of fun because they are Musou fighters and they're, you know, they are also Musou fighters and they're kind of also weird and estranged. Like Warriors All-Stars, where you can play as Kasumi from Dead or Alive, Nyamanuga, however you say it, Cat Namanuga, Opuna, I think it's Opuna. Some arcade character that Koei Tecmo has rights to.
I'll be your opponent today.
I could use a good thrashing.
Are you fully prepared?
You look pretty strong, but I'm gonna win.
I'll get to Mark New Time, but yeah, there's like weird. Oh yeah, I can just fly through this. I don't care. I'll do an additional video because I spent a lot of time yapping at the start of this. But yeah, I can only really think of Dead or Alive characters and then the random offshoot. No, it's a, oh god, I can't remember the name. It is Opuna. It's a weird ass Wii game. Oh, hello. Who am I limited to?
What is it?
Why did you reset my... Oh, I know why you reset my characters. Because I technically went to a map that didn't have these characters.
Come back in one piece, will ya?
How's that? Let's go.
But yeah, just randomly Opuna is there. Some other weird characters. And then there's actual a handful of proper Dynasty Warriors characters like Dian Wei and... God, who else? I'm only remembering Dian Wei. Su Zhen, however you say that name. Like, a couple staple Three Kingdoms Dynasty Warriors characters. Lu Bu, I'm pretty sure, is like an unlockable character at the end of all that. So, like, there is... So, yeah, like, Warriors All-Stars is a game I wanted to play just because, like, it kind of is like that bridge between what is traditional Musou Fighter and what is goofy off-brand Musou Fighter in the grand scheme of it all that Koei Tecmo has been running through the last 2 decades. Like, what is the rogues gallery of Musou Fighter that Koei Tecmo has been pumping out? it's been on my mind that that's one I would play. But then there's also other ones, other Muso fighters that are, you know, from things that not even I'm very familiar with. I thought about it, but like I do own One Piece Pirate Warriors 2, or sorry, not 2, 3 and 4. That's out. It's out there in my collected collection of Steam games. I have it, and I thought about playing one, if not the latest, or thought about playing like the absolute latest one of those games. Because let's be honest, every time they release a Muso fighter about an anime series, because I think there's been more than one. Every time they release an Muso fighter about an anime series, it does the Dragon Ball Z thing, where it's like, okay, well, we have like 30 new chapters. Sorry, not 30. We have like 300 new chapters of source material we have to dig through now. Yeah, we have 300 new chapters that we have to show you, but because it's at the end of the legacy, we can't give you that brand spanking new content until you go through the first 1,200 chapters of the anime or manga, however you want to view it. Are we done? Yeah, effectively we're done. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure we don't die. I'm just going to come up here, slam on the base, clear it up, and then go back down here and make sure we finish the mission. So, like, I've got a catalog of Muso fighters I want to play for you guys, and even, you know, traditional stuff, because pretty sure at the time around the time this video series wraps up, Dynasty Warriors Origin should be live and available. So basically, like, return the format Dynasty Warriors, forsaking the numbered entries that have been coming out every 3 or 4 years up to this point. So, like, there's been a lot of Dynasty Warrior games I own that I haven't played yet, or I played and I would like to share with you guys. So there's a lot of them out there. I just pull back because I realize I'm not everyone. I can't be entertained constantly by doing a similar task of just constantly bodying the... Do I have to? Okay, never mind. I don't have to. I can't be endlessly entertained by doing the same combat flow for hours of create a massive body count with varying weapon types and control schemes of character with one minute change of control scheme. I'm not everybody. I'm well aware of this, so I know it's not entertaining. So I pull myself back and I try not to do one of these every single year or every half year, because that kind of falls into a thing that I've talked about off and on. Just like, don't pigeonhole yourself to one thing. As much as I love the series, I think it would be a terrible idea if I pigeonholed myself being the Dynasty Warriors guy.
If you want to fight, I'll give you one. Come on! Hold up. I'm joining in.
I shall press on.
And now I've got to make mental note of who's all popped in the battlefield and make sure I do this all in order. But with that, we've cleared off a lot of this map. And if it's going to go with the pace that I'm seeing now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to just keep on bodying the nameless characters around the outside. And then we'll kind of just move inside in like a swirling pattern. It actually is working out pretty well. We're basically just swirling around the outside into the inside of the drain. Anyway, everyone, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Fire Emblem Warriors. And come back next time when we will continue on with the Heroes Challenge. I'll see you folks then. Take care. Hey, thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this game, you can find the series playlist right up here. Also, the algorithm thinks that you'll like this other video of mine. And lastly, if you want to keep up to date on when I upload anything new, click on this icon above me. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.